Hello, I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Today, we're going to have a look at a very interesting topic. You may have noticed the thumbnail. That was Rob just bringing me back after our last YouTube stream. You might have noticed the thumbnail, and you might have seen Jan Gregory and also Ryan. We are on the hunt to know where Jan Gregory is because a government department rang us up. Well, they didn't ring us up, actually. They sent us an email asking us if we knew where he was. About a week later, we got a very interesting document delivered to the world from the state of California, which I'm going to bring up on the screen about now. And it's a Desist and Refrain Order. And it's all to do with BitHarvest, something that Jan Gregory has actually been promoting. And this is absolutely amazing. This is similar to one that they issued about We Are All Satoshi, which was another scam that we were following. But what I liked about this mostly, it mentioned everything about BitHarvest. And this is a warning to people who are investing in BitHarvest and thinking that they can get this little wee USB drive thing and plug it in front of a crypto mining machine and make millions of dollars. It's not true. It's just a stupid thing. And there's no proof that it generates any crypto or anything. It could be just clever software, but it doesn't matter if it works or not because it's not really about whether the, I'll find the name of the thing, the BitBooster is actually real or not, because this whole company structure is about multi-level marketing. So if you go right to the very end of this letter, it reads out some really interesting thing. And I'm going to get my computer to read it because it will be better than me. Listen to this.
Any person who with knowledge directly or indirectly controls and induces another person to violate any provision of the CSL, or knowingly provides substantial assistance to another person to violate any provision of the CSL, is deemed to be in violation of that provision to the same extent as the other person. Cal. Corporation. Code section 25403. And B.
So basically, anyone that's promoting this Ponzi scheme or scam is going to be in as much trouble as anyone. So don't promote it. There's the official warning from the state of California. So what we're doing in this video, we're on the hunt for Jan Gregory. We want to find out where he lives. And in this video, I'm going to show you a bit of a hard case one. So there's two people involved in this video. First of all, Jan Gregory, there's three if you include me, and also Ryan. And I'm not going to say his name right, so let's have a listen.
Ryan Riz Conley, us.
Now, Ryan and we spend quite a bit of time chatting to each other. And he's not a bad fella, but I was saying to him, it's time to give up your mate. And I had the privilege of showing Ryan that Desist and Refrain Order. And I showed it to him and said, what do you think about this? I said, just the other day, you were promoting that with Jan Gregory. And he goes, oh, I'm going to stop promoting that and start promoting another scheme instead until he finds out what the story was. Interesting enough, there's a whole lot of photos of Jan Gregory and Ryan together. And I thought, wow, we've found out where Jan Gregory is. And I thought these photos were actually taken about 8 days ago from when I filmed this video. But then I found some other photos of other people that were actually in these photos, and I'll show you. So I'll show you that video in a second because that's really exciting. There it is there. So there's a video, a picture at the bottom here of this guy standing. So this photo here was a guy standing in front of the sign in Vietnam. And this is the same sign, but obviously a better camera that's managed to catch the photos. And if you look carefully enough, you can see it's exactly the same. It's got the same windows in the background. So these photos that I thought were taken recently were actually taken, probably when they were in Vietnam, probably about 6 weeks ago. And if you go to their Facebook pages, which we'll have a look at later, you'll see more recent. So here's a photo of Jan Gregory, and Jan Gregory standing in front of, I don't know, is that a Rolls Royce? A Bentley? I don't know what it is. Too flash for Danny boy. But here he is showing off where he was. And there he is standing in front of a Honda. dealership. We managed to find exactly where he was. So if you go to his Instagram account, you can see he only lets his friends in there to see what he's doing. And I'm sure that photo was in there because he's got one of our friends in there spying on the photos. Then I went to Ryan's X account, and I've gone through here and looked through the media, and I was trying to find photos where Jan Gregory and him were together, and that's where I found some of these photos. And you can see that these are actually taken or uploaded in September. So it's not as recent as I thought they would be. So I was a bit disappointed about that. But then the Avengers come along. They were the first people to find this photo, and we investigated. So I'm just going to reshare the screen and give you a little bit of the conversation we were having when we discovered this. And this is quite funny.
In the background, there's a Honda dealer.
Great job, my friend.
Right. So
Now we send that to Alberta.
So the Alberta Security Commission reached out to us asking if we knew where Jan Gregory was. When we got this photo, we found out where he was, and the photo was only at the time about 4 or 5 days old. So this was very exciting for the Avengers.
So now you send this to Alberta?
So then,
where is it?
Yeah, no,
take it away,
that
Susan.
to, if you got their email, or do I have to do that?
Did they forget to paint the bonnet?
And then,
Yeah, the photo. I bet you there's metadata in it.
So then what we did is we started going for a drive. This is ridiculously exciting. Hold it. I just come up with an idea. We're going to go for a drive. No, look, we're going for a drive. We're going to go to here, right? And then we're going to turn in to the car park. Here we go. So since then, what I've done is I've gone through and found out all the businesses that were actually in this building, and see if I can find anything to do with BitHarvest. And to be honest, I spent 2 hours on it, and I didn't find anything. So we'll leave it there for a bit. I'm going to flip over to this video, which is the video I filmed just 2 days prior to the video you're watching right now. And there were some real good gems in here, but we actually had a moment where we actually rang up Ryan, and I'll just so you can hear the sound. Just go back to that part I did.
Are you recording this?
Yeah, I am. You're live on the internet, mate, as per normal.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just revenge for the other day when you got me, you were looking ugly in bed. But you look a lot better than me in bed.
Are you showing me in bed right now in the video too?
Yep. So as I said, Ryan's quite nice and he speaks to me and we have a yarn, we have a bit of a banter back and forth. But in here, I actually showed Ryan that the state of California has issued a warning about BitHarvest. And he said he would investigate more, blah, blah, blah. And I said, be careful who you hang out with. And I said, if Jan come back to Canada or America, do you think he'd be arrested? He said, yes. Then we find out that Jan's actually been in hospital. He had, what did he have? Something wrong, a hernia operation. So I said, what hospital is he in? Because we'd like to send him some flowers. I don't think they've got any jurisdiction, I can't even say the word, in Kuala Lumpur. But it does seem like we know that Jan Gregory is actually living in Kuala Lumpur or just outside. But when we go back to this image, which you won't be able to see until I flip back. So what my point is with this whole video is I'm going to let you listen to Ryan's conversation. And these guys seem to be on the run. So when you look at this photo here of Jan, this was only 6 days ago. We've found where he was. That's the building he was in, and it's in, I can't even read the name of the city, but if I highlight it, we can probably read it, and it's just out of Kuala Lumpur.
159 Jalan Templer, Petaling Jaya, Selangor.
Jaya Selangor. Anyway, so then I did a bit of research and I found about three companies that were in there, and one stood out more than the other, and it's Asia Blockchain Center. And then we found that they were in the building. We did lots of searching, and we're trying to figure out why Jan would be having his car parked in that building. And if you have a look, you know, like it was parked right there. We can't even really get there unless we go up here. That might be interesting. So if we turn around here, we can see the car was parked where I'm moving my mouse around and around in circles. And there's the Honda dealership and the bridge. So it's exactly where he was standing, which is quite a hard case, just saying. But if I go back here, you'll see the entrance. So what this video's purpose is we want to know who operates out of that building, and was it Asia Blockchain Center that he was visiting, or who was he visiting? Do you know? Because we would love to find out. We believe that he's living in Jaya at the moment, which is just out of Kuala Lumpur. But anyway, that's a bit of an introduction. So you will see, if you have a look, you know, at Ryan's Facebook account, you can see that he posts quite frequently, and he's always doing videos. He's meeting lots of people in Bali where he is. He even fell off his motorbike the other day, and that's why he's got that sore hand. But more importantly, he actually says that Jan is actually in Kuala Lumpur. And if we go down and down and down and down, you can actually see these photos, which were posted on the 26th of September. However, I know that was not that long ago, but I think these were taken previously, before the 26th of December, because these photos were actually taken when they were in Vietnam. So they might be using Kuala Lumpur as their base. So this video is all about showing you a comical conversation between Ryan and me, showing you BitHarvest in Vietnam's Facebook page. So if you go to there, you can see there's lots of photos of people standing in front of the same signs and being shown the same stuff, but this is obviously happening in Vietnam. So I don't actually think they have a headquarters. But to be honest, here is a Desist and Refrain order from the state of California. And if you do your research about BitHarvest, it's as shady as hell. So don't get involved. Right, so what I want to do now, I'm actually going to fade me into the video that I did with Ryan. It's quite funny. Listen to the conversation, and I'm trying to entice him to do one of two things. The first thing is to tell me where Jan Gregory is so I can send him some flowers, because I've wrote to Jan Gregory and he won't reply to me. And the second thing is for Ryan to buy me a new laptop. Now, just in case you're watching this, Ryan, the laptop I want is a M3 MacBook Pro, 14-inch with 2 terabytes of hard drive space. Just buy that for me. I'll be really grateful. So appreciate that, because you're making all this money from these opportunities, and it'll be good. Right, so we'll fade in to this recording now, and I'll see you at the end and see what you thought of it. All right, thanks for watching. Over to you, Ryan, the man of the moment. There you go.
Hey, you take pictures of me in bed here.
Are you asleep? I didn't know when you sleep. We've just been reading the state of California's put out that warning.
About what?
About BitHarvest. I mean, and anyone promoting it can get arrested.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought I'd better tell
Really?
you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate the heads up, and I will stand down about that then, and I will go ahead stick to Kandow.
What do you mean?
I will stand down to that and promote only Kandow.
Is Kandow not related?
Kandow is not related, completely separate. All we're doing is using it just like people promote. Excuse me, I'm just trying to open my eyes. Only when I open yet, it just woke me up. But what I'm sharing, Danny, is that, can you hear me okay?
I can actually, what I'm actually getting at is I can actually hear chickens in the background.
Those are roosters, Danny.
Roosters. So what about Jan Gregory though? Isn't he worried that he's going to get arrested somehow or something like that?
Are you recording this?
Yeah, I am. You're live on the internet, mate, as per normal.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just revenge for the other day when you got me all looking ugly in bed. But you look a lot better than me in bed.
Are you showing me in bed right now in the video too?
Yep. You're gonna love me, Dave. You're gonna love us. We're having
Okay, so let me explain. Are we gonna have an understanding? You're gonna let me talk, and we're not gonna cut each other off because we're friends.
Yeah, you're on, mate. Okay.
And I just prefer this conversation between you and I. don't want those other guys cutting us off to be rude like that.
And there's no one else on here. Well, there's one guy, but he's pretty quiet. He's scared to talk to you. He said he lives too close to you, and it's a bit scary. So he said he doesn't want to mention where he lives because he's scared you might come around and get him. I go, no, it's not that type of guy.
That's all good. So I have questions and I have comments and information.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So what I'd like to share is just like, so to be clear, BitHarvest and Kandow do not have any kind of relationship together, even though I have said in the past that so to be very, very clear.
Yeah.
Because BitHarvest has a technology, and I don't understand the technology whatsoever, but I do believe that if there's a way to mine Bitcoin and save electricity and mine it more efficient, I would be all about that because I haven't been a true fan of Bitcoin because it's not. Yeah, there's a lot of. Okay, what I'm sharing is that if Bitcoin is very expensive to mine with electricity and all this, and I don't think it's efficient, and I think that the U.S. government getting back behind Bitcoin right now because of how out of control the money system is. I mean, look where we're at. We don't have money to take hurricane.
Well, we're talking about Jan Gregory, aren't you? Your mate.
One second. We're talking about the question. Okay. So my point is that the United States government doesn't have enough money to use hurricane victims because they've given it to legal immigrants, and legal immigrants come to this country because the U.S. keeps printing money and more money. And so that's why people have gotten behind Bitcoin. And that's why so many people are getting behind Bitcoin because it's necessary, because every fiat money system in the world is completely collapsing right now. And it's important for the U.S., for the world to have sound money. So that's very, they talk about being an Avenger, Danny. I think that's the biggest thing right there, because it's gotten to a point that they're even talking about universal basic income, where, as you're aware, and that money goes, that the government gives back money to people. So it's like, how do you even do that?
But you were in BitHarvest's offices 7 days ago. We've got film of you in there with Jan Gregory, and they've just put out this massive warning in the state of California, where YouTube and Google live, not to promote it. And and now you're talking about something different. So I'm talking about
No, I'm not. I'm building up a case here. It's important to answer a question by supporting facts, information, and where the world's at to understand why people are getting into things. And to answer your questions, right here is BitHarvest does not have any kind of signed contract with Kandow. Kandow does not have any signed contracts with BitHarvest. We went ahead and just connected.
But I'm not talking about Kandow, but you've been involved in.
No. Actually, no. That was your first question. Let's focus it. Your first question.
My first thing was, have you seen this Desist and Refrain Order from the DFPI about?
No, I have.
About Harvest. I've sent it to you in a link. But it
I appreciate that.
Basically says anything to do with that company. With you're in serious shit.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate that.
But you didn't have any hunch that there could be a warning coming out?
It's not bad if I had a hunch about that coming out. I respect when something comes out like that, but that's what that is, and I evaluate that right there. So now I know.
Yeah. But that's probably number 5 that's happened with Jan Gregory now, and you're still hanging around him?
Jan Gregory is in Kandow, and I'm helping Jan Gregory build his Kandow business.
So there's a video that you might want to watch from and it's got Jan Gregory's face all over it. Luckily, yours
Okay.
hasn't been on there. But you're probably not far away from having your face on there too, because you're hanging out with him. All these videos you're
Well,
broadcasting, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'd rather have help get questions answered. And I mean, so what does the FBI know about the technology of BitHarvest? Does the FBI understand the technology
No,
of
it's
BitHarvest?
just that there's no proof they actually exist, and they're actually
So
doing what they claim.
So let me ask you this: do you think the FBI would support BitHarvest if since the FBI is part of the United States government, the United States government's buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin, both Donald Trump, RFK. Kamala Harris has never even commented on
Donald
this.
Trump isn't mentioned in this report, but Jan Gregory
Yeah,
is.
I know. Let me answer my question. Okay, my questions are not. They're very advanced questions because these are things that need to be spoken of. So my question is, would the FBI and the United States government get behind support? I know the FBI is not involved in Bitcoin like this or like this, but would they support a technology that went ahead and mining Bitcoin more efficiently if the United States government was talking about, which they are, putting tons of billions of dollars into Bitcoin? They support that concept. And do you think they should? A question for you.
I don't think that's their job. That's not their job, though. Their job is to warn the public about potentially getting scammed.
You know what's more important than that, though? Is if this was the proper way, instead of the Federal Reserve printing numerous times of money and splitting it into oblivion. Let's talk about the elephant in the room right here. This is why everyone's getting involved in Bitcoin. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I have an elephant.
So I don't think that anyone on this call or ever watches this video or anything of yours would say that the United States government has been responsible. The Federal Reserve, what are the relationship between the Federal Reserve? The Federal Reserve is the one that destroyed sound money when they deviated away from the U.S. dollar being backed by gold, and then they said in trust. How can you just go ahead and say, "Oh, we trust this money"? After you've done that, that was a complete bait and switch right there.
Mm.
Okay, so Danny, do you have an issue that they deviated away from?
I think I think the narrative's changing, but I've got at all relevant times, Jan Gregory, and was a BitHarvest promoter.
Yeah, I'll answer one of your questions, but you answer one of mine. We'll go back and forth. It'll be like a mismatch, okay? So I'm keeping my cool completely with you, brother.
Yeah.
But do you think the United States government has it's not about a narrative changing, an issue that they have taken money, fiat money systems, and completely annihilated them by printing tons of it? Please answer my question.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the world's fucked.
But it was specifically the Federal Reserve, and I have a question about the relationship between the Federal Reserve and the United States government, especially. Yeah. I live in the USA, bro. We have things going on, and now it's to the point where they're using geo-weaponization right now to create chaos. I firmly believe. Do you believe that they're actually using geo?
I think when you drive down the road, I'm thankful that they've got the governments that put the traffic lights in. But when it comes to decentralizing the world, there's no it's anarchy. It's people have their own money, they don't give anything back.
Can you repeat that last part, please?
Oh, well, they have their own money in crypto, but they don't support the government to run. And I'm not saying the government's got it right. And I'm not. So we need it. What you're kind of saying is because the government stuffed it up, that you're going to do it a different way.
I'm working on decentralizing the entire internet. So thank you for taking that question. Go ahead, next, your turn. I'll answer the question.
Well, I'm just saying, is it really worth jeopardizing your career and yourself by hanging out with people like Jan Gregory?
I just because Jan Gregory promotes, like I said, my relationship with Jan Gregory before I even got involved in BitHarvest was I had him in Kandow. Okay, so that's my focus with Jan Gregory moving forward. So I don't have to do anything with Jan Gregory, and I'm again respecting what you're bringing to my attention this morning.
Yeah,
and that's fine. Is that my focus is going to be on where the world needs to go is decentralization of the internet, and I believe what we have at Kandow is bigger than Microsoft and Facebook combined.
Somebody heard the rooster in the chat room. Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, mate. You're a nice enough fella.
Mark Zuckerberg yesterday just
but this Mike Zuckerberg's not in this report here, and this has only been published a couple of days ago.
Right. I know. I'm just go ahead with your next question.
All right, here we go.
Wait, I think I get a question first.
Pursuant to Corporations Code Section 25,532, BitHarvest Ltd, Logan Lee, Lenny Herlin, and Jan Gregory Cerato hereby ordered to desist and refrain from the further offer or sale of securities in California, including but not limited to investment contracts known as BitBoosters, unless and until the qualification requirements of the CSL have been met.
Okay. It's not really a question. It's
Okay,
more of a
wait a
statement,
second.
really.
Yeah, one second. Let me find my battery pack on my phone. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay.
So I remember back in the day when, and I'll be perfectly clear with you, I actually had, I got to plug my phone. Give me 1 second. I fell off my motorcycle the other day, so I've got a big little alley
I
on my.
said you did. That's, I saw it in your hand. And then
Yeah, it
Jan
really
Gregory's
did.
in hospital as well.
Yeah.
And were you guys, I bet you guys were having a few drinks and got on the motorbikes and rode around town and fell off your motorbikes. And there you are, you're just telling me that you fell off the
wait a
motorbike.
second. Don't make me look like I'm a drinking driver on a motorcycle here.
So were you sober?
No, yeah, it was completely sober. I was in the process of going around, moving to a new location here, and my bike went around a corner with a little sand on it. I'm a good motorcycle driver, right? So anyways, that's that.
So why is Jan in hospital? Yeah, I saw that one because I saw the Indian chief one. Enjoyed that.
I'm a Cherokee Indian, so that's a war mask. I've just had two for a long time. So
yeah,
and my senior thesis was on shamanism at University of Washington in 2001. So I believe in medicine, heal people from trauma, and all that. But anyways, I get sidetracked here. So Jan is in the he's had surgery for for his hernia. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Oh, hernia.
So, I want to make sure I answer your question. Okay.
Thank you.
What we were talking about California and talking about they're talking about these, you said, contracts, they're mining because a long time ago what happened was there was something called Bit Club Network back in the day in California, and these the powers that be sent out notifications saying that it was deemed a mining a security because it's a mining contract, and a mining contract basically at that time was selling computer equipment and also electricity, and that was a mining contract because it only lasted for so long. The security.
And this is BitHarvest.
No, I'm talking about way back in the day. Okay. So when the government sent it out, I stopped. I actually had to hire legal representation to go ahead and stop because there was over 1 million people that were buying Bitcoin with that company. Yeah. Okay, that was Bitcoin Network. And so the day that started, that came out, I stopped right there on the spot, Danny, and that's what I did. Okay. Yep. And so in this case, just like you're telling this, but my question is how is a computer, if this thing is what this is, and they prove to the FBI, hey, here it is, it actually is doing this, all it is a chip in the system.
I don't think this is the problem, though, mate. I don't think it's the hardware.
Wait, okay, but wait a second. If you're buying a piece of hardware that mines cryptocurrency or makes it more efficient, how is that a security? I don't understand.
Well, it's handling the money. Jan Gregory's been fined already and he shouldn't be promoting anything to do with securities. So they're calling this a security. And I'm not the government. I haven't got a team of paid people writing these documents. But it's mentioned CloudFi, CoinMarketBull, Vertic United, and it talks about how the Alberta Security Commission have.
And I wasn't, and just for the record, our record here, I wasn't part of any of those. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's just mentioning everything that Jan Gregory's about. Now you were in BitHarvest's offices with him the other day.
Yes.
And we know where he is, mate. We found out where he is because he's standing outside of that car. Whose car was that car? Who took the photo?
Whose car? What car? I don't.
Did you not see that video? We found he was standing in front of a Honda dealership, and we found the dealership. We found where he is.
So you're the best, bro. You're the best at the
Well, the Alberta Security Commission had to see that video, so we're after him, mate. We want to get him locked up. So don't hang around him, mate. He's no good for you.
Oh, I think he's a very nice person, and I think that
I'm a nice person, mate, but not everyone will agree with that statement.
Well, that's fine. There's a lot of people that are really upset life because they've been screwed. Their relationships have fallen apart because the U.S. dollar is worthless and people have to work their asses.
Yeah, but you don't have two explosions to fix one explosion.
I think it's important to understand where people's hostilities come from, and that in that they understand and to really truly understand why people. Because I don't have an issue with people. I choose who I want to associate with and think about. And Jan Gregory, in my eyes, is a freedom fighter. Yes, has he done something in the past that's fallen apart? I don't believe he did that because he knew it was going to fall apart. And I've only searched, this has only been my first time knowing Jan with this whole entire thing. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel about when I met Jan Gregory for the first time, which is just,
What about that guy, Phil, from the other day, who's getting $3,000 a month from selling or promoting BitHarvest? He was on the dialysis machine.
Phil. Oh yeah, he's a great guy. He's a really good guy.
Yeah, but he wouldn't say whether all the money was actually coming from the harvesting. He was actually getting the money from recruiting. And that's where I think that's where they're getting you, because it's actually the recruitment side of this, where they're saying the security, not the hardware.
So you could say, people sell gold and silver. Is that called? It's a play on words. It's called selling. It's spelling. It's like little witches selling. Let me talk. So if someone goes and sells a piece of silver or gold, that's recruiting people into a system of silver and gold. You could look at it that way. I don't play these selling games. I go ahead and let the record straight.
But this isn't gold. This isn't gold. This is a USB. This is a USB drive. I've got one of my desk mates. So here you go. I'm going to give this to you. USB stick. You stick that in there.
Okay, thank you. Are you selling it to me, or are you recruiting me into it?
Well, I don't know. Well, if you can get this free, if you recruit 9 people into it,
recruit.
It's all multi-level marketing, mate.
Amazon has an affiliate network, so if you sign up with Amazon for free, you now. Okay, there you go. It's just an example.
Okay, I'll give you a good example, mate. If these USB things were real, why wouldn't the mining operations buy them for every one of their computers and make a bit of extra money? Why do you have to use Zoom meetings to promote it?
Because I've asked this question before, and when I first involved, and their answer is I truly believe that there are companies out there that are for the people. That I truly do believe that. Okay, you can believe what you want.
What hospital is Jan in, and is he still there?
I'm not his freaking nurse.
Come on, tell me what hospital he's in. Have you visited him? Did you take him some flowers?
I've only told him I'm sitting prayers for his healing, bro. I don't ask.
Because you know that the Alberta Security Commission watch my videos to get leads on where he is.
Well, that's fine. I mean, he's wherever he's at. You don't.
Come on, you can tell us. Be the good guy. Be the whistleblower. Come on, tell us where Jan is.
You go ahead and sign into Kandow on the blockchain underneath. It says supporting Web 2.0 so much. They don't tell you where he is. How about that?
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah, I can do that. You've set me up already in the account. You said I was going to be rich. I'm still looking for a philanthropist to buy me a new laptop. I was hoping you're going to deliver on that.
Well, I will get you a new laptop by Christmas.
It's got to be an M3 14-inch MacBook. Yeah. I don't want the silver one. I want the nice copper one. Okay.
Nice.
I know. Can't wait.
I was going to make it a security. We're talking commodities now.
Yeah. And a wee yacht. If you could deliver it on a yacht and just leave it parked up outside in the harbour, it'd be great.
I was going to say, on my terms, it's got to be a Mac because I care about you, like this PC nonsense.
Yeah, I can't do the PCs. People have problems, mental problems with PCs. Oh, no, well, be careful, mate. Be careful, mate.
I think those are liberals typically on PCs. Conservatives usually on Macs.
Did you see your short? Did you see the short I made of you when you were doing your arse act? I actually made it a short. I think I sent it to you. It was actually quite good.
No, you did get it to me. I want to see it.
Yeah, I sent it through because I said to my partner, she goes, "Oh my God," and he goes, "What's that guy doing?" It's just his ass, honey. It's just his ass.
Hey, yeah, everyone has an ass. Wow.
Yeah, that was brilliant. It was quite good. And then you couldn't say anything, but you were going like that. It was quite good.
Yeah, that's how it's setting me off, and just
I do like the banter. I'll be honest, but I will send it to you so you can share it.
Hey, just for the record, was that the funnest? Did we have the most fun on all
we did
videos?
I think it's quite cool. No, I do. I'll send it to you now, and I'll also post it for other people. It's quite good at the start.
Hey, tell me one of the silly questions one of your jaded people are asking right now. Let's look word from these guys who are just so upset with
all right, so a serious question coming in, and the question is, does someone hear a rooster?
Yeah, the roosters all around me right now.
Okay. Hi, Rise. I'm guessing it's morning there.
It's risen, by the way. Change it to risen.
Risen. Oh, it's just Danny not being able to read properly.
Just for the record, just so they know who I am, risen. I've risen above the old financial system. And
Risen. Right. But your real name's Ryan, and then Colleen.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it is for the record, mate, because it's on the next. You gotta be careful.
You know what? The real name is by the person who owns the name, and I just own that name. This is my name. So that's my real name.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then we've got and they spelled it wrong. They spelled Jane like Jane. How's Jane heard he's in hospital? So you've confirmed that he's got a hernia.
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, how's Jane? We've heard that he's in hospital because we've heard that Jan's in hospital.
Yeah, his voice yesterday. He seems like he's very positive as he always is. So he's the hernia surgery. I've had a hernia surgery.
Oh, has he? Wow. So he'd be confined to a room and a bed and not being able to walk.
Well, I mean, I when I had my hernia surgery, it was out next day, and I went home and was taking care of my.
So is he home? Where is he?
I don't know. I haven't spoken.
Come on, you can tell Danny. Tell Danny where Jan is. You know I'm going to be the one that gets him, don't you? I'll get a bounty. I get 30% of it.
You know what is going is, you know what that I hope is that, if Jan decides to go ahead, because I'm from the United States, so I legally cannot go and do this from what you're saying. And I would actually like to talk to the FBI person about this, actually.
Well, there's a video, mate. And why don't you go on there and comment on the video? That would be brilliant because
which video are you referring to?
You've not seen the video from the California. You even know one of the guys. What's his name, everyone? Give me the name of the guy that has already commented on it. And he's said some really good information. I'll find the video. Andy, yeah, and decided to defend the fact that it's not a security. It's a pen drive. That's what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah, the video. Okay, so there's a video. Interesting. How long is the video? Is it just like a little?
No, it's 2 minutes, and Jan's all over it like a boss. He owns it, man. He's in there.
Who is the video made by?
The government.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, that's good.
They're not very good at promoting it, and I'm going to help them a little bit because they've only got 100 people looking at it so far. But We Are All Satoshi, they had one, and it had 57 visits. And I did a voiceover on it and got about 500. So I might do one for this.
You know what? Honestly, for all the hard work you do, bro, you deserve way more many views than you get.
Oh, mate, peanuts, mate. I'm a monkey, though.
You are, and I'm a. So
you're an Indian, mate.
I'm a white dragon.
Andy Galloway has decided it would be a good idea to go into the government website video and post what securities are being offered ? Surely this is a simple purchase of an electronic device. Does that make consistent with security? And if so, but they're not talking about the pen drive, mate. They're talking about the multi-level marketing part of it.
Let's come back to that question 1 second. I had a question for
you
because I do believe that you deserve more views on your because you do deserve more views.
Oh, I'd love another one.
No, maybe if you put a button-down shirt instead of a sweatshirt, and I do my videos with a shirt.
That's a great idea, mate. I've never seen it. I've thought about. I'm actually going to take my shirt off the other day and join you.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll do it next time.
Didn't smack your ass like I do.
Yeah, I won't grab my nuts because it just didn't come across quite right. But
do not steal my signature move there. So
yeah, that's right.
What I was going to say was, let me ask you a quick question for fun because I care about you.
Okay.
Why
do you care about me?
Because man, you know what? There's a really deep reason why I care about you, and I'm going to share that. That's a great question. But let me finish this first. Okay, I really do care about you a lot.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that you deserve more views on your stuff. But would you say that like Facebook and all these companies they throttle your views down a lot?
Yep.
With what you do. Okay, so guess what? In Web3, that can't happen. I think you get behind that. That's why I'm a promoter Kandow.
Yeah. I'm actually amazed I haven't been made rich by my YouTube channel because after 3 years of trying, it's just failed. Oh, hold up, got the wrong button here.
Well, hey, what percentage does YouTube give away to the people? Let me ask you this. Since we're talking digital content, the system's already been created. And this is, I believe that at least 97% of the money should go back from YouTube back to the people. And that's why we're actually creating something in Kandow to do that.
Yeah.
I actually, get this, you're going to love this. My computer programmer just won CoinFest 2024. Here, I acquired him. He won here in Bali. Out of a whole bunch of hackers in the world, he won first place. He decentralized Ticketmaster in 4 hours.
Wow.
So guess who has the technology? I now have the technology. We're decentralizing Ticketmaster this week, and meaning all the money from Ticketmaster is going back to the people through Kandow.
Wow.
How beautiful is that?
Does that mean that is he the one that helped do the smear campaign? Is that the one that Jan used to try to do a smear campaign on me?
Shout out to Ujwal, UJJWAL, who's decentralizing Ticketmaster, UJJWAL, and that's going to be beautiful. All that money from UJJWAL. His name down. His last name also. Give a shout out to Ujwal for me, because Ujwal is going to make people a lot of money.
We got a reply from the. We got a reply from Andy. Andy wrote to the government.
One sec, write this down. His last name is Bajaj, Bajaj, Bajaj. You know what's crazy? What I decided to name this application, you'll love this. Instead of Ticketmaster, guess what? It's Ticket Slave. I called it Ticket Slave. You know why?
It's got 2 J's?
UJJWL. Okay, but check this out. This is so funny. Ticketmaster, because guess who the slaves are? We're the slaves paying ridiculous amounts of money for tickets. So I went ahead and did some spelling, and I went ahead and in our app, it's not just Ticketmaster. I combined Meetup. You know the app Meetup?
Yep.
So in Meetup, you can go ahead and pay for a meeting for $15, $20. They take all the money for you to advertise. In this case, the money goes back to the people 50 levels deep through. But get this, I named it Ticket Slave, because the system is now the slave, and we are the masters. So forget Ticketmaster. That was just some spelling, some little hocus pocus.
Yeah,
we're returning the U.S. government should call that a Ponzi scheme, because they're selling tickets and taking all the money instead of the people making the money.
Yeah.
So I have some great solutions for the United States government when we're in some very deep situations right now.
Well, you might be talking to them soon, mate, if you hang around Jan Gregory too much, and then you can probably voice. Is this your way to get in front of the government?
I would say this. You know what? I will say for the record that I've created a system that my whole goal is to bring proper taxation to the United States government, and I do have SEC legal counsel. For the record, my legal team, and I will go ahead and say his name right now for the record. For the record, is Boyd Gents. BoydJentzsch. Boyd Gents. And when he looked at our system, he said that we basically have cracked every financial system.
I saw the video.
Is his exact words, and that our goal, working with him, is to bring a proper taxation of cryptocurrency to the people through our monetized social network, and I fully support that. I want to help the government do that. I'm not just saying that. I'm saying on the record with my attorney. And you know what I'm doing is I'm stacking attorney on attorney into our monetized network to drill this straight into the belly of the beast, to prove to the USA government that we have a solution to help in this critical time.
They probably appreciate the help. Hey, that same
I would fire them.
That same government has wrote back this reply to Andy Galloway. You ready?
I don't know who Andy Galloway. How do you spell his last name?
Hello. Thank you for your comment. Here is a link that provides information regarding security laws. https://dfpi.ca.gov Corporate Securities Law of 1968. Please let us know if you have any other questions.
So the guy that's always sitting next to Jan Gregory in the meeting, and he's the English guy.
Oh, Andy, gotcha. Of course, Andy. Okay,
I'm Andy, and it sounds really good. And I think it's a good opportunity for people. I don't know why more people don't do it.
Is that AI or is that you do that?
No, that's me, man. I've got you in AI. So so there's information about what security fraud is on their website, and you can even ring them up and ask them if you're doing fraud. That might be a good idea.
Hey, you know what? You should help me use your AI to talk to the government, because I get kind of nervous talking about this because I'm so excited to share my answer with them. Obviously I was with Brock Pierce, who's the head of the United Nations for blockchain technology, and he's also the creator of USD Tether. He's a very dear friend of mine. I was in Washington, D.C. at his home for 4 days.
Yep.
I slept in the same bed that RFK Jr. slept in the day before.
Oh, not Jesus.
So,
Jesus next.
Thank God. Thank you, God, for this technology. Thank you for bringing truth to the world. Yes, thank you, God, for bringing blockchain to the world. Go ahead and send our prayer real quick.
That was good. I like prayers. Yeah, I got kicked out of a decult conference. So it's a conference that's exposing cults, and because I have too much of a voice, they decided that I might stop people who have left cults from going to the conference. So they kicked me out as a speaker. How about that?
It's crazy how this world works, because it's like as soon as you get so big, all of a sudden the eyes are on you and they try to control you. Whether it's in Facebook, if it's in these physical groups that you're speaking of, you know what I'm saying? It's like they try to control you. It's like everyone is trying to hold people down from doing great things. Like you're to help out with all that, man. You know.
I've been streaming for 4 hours 51 minutes today, and I've got people.
Like a tease, bro.
I've got a guy that's just refunding everyone because his platform's fallen over, and he's refunding them into his crap token. That's worth nothing. USDT in.
I admit I'm guilty of that past also.
Yeah.
Because I thought it did have great intentions, and you feel bad when something like this happens. So my focus was on decentralization of the internet. So go ahead, brother.
I've got much. I'm pretty much done. Actually, I've got to go visit an old friend of mine who's 80 years of age. He had a stroke when he was 78. I visit him every couple of months, and today I said I'm going to go visit him. So that's what I'm doing today. You get your priorities right when your health packs up.
You know what, brother? It's health is the ultimate wealth, right? Does that make it a Ponzi?
Yeah, it could be. They make enough money with the health system, mate. How much money they make?
They're selling medicine. They're selling medicine so people can live longer. That's not a Ponzi.
Yeah. No, but we want to send some flowers to Jan. So if you can give us the ward he's in, I'll personally.
It's 2024. You can send digital flowers.
Can you? Oh, good. Is the answer? I rang him today to see what he thought about this statement, but he wouldn't answer the phone.
Hey, you know what I want to do is work with you. I want you to hold me accountable. We'll be like workout partners, bro.
All right,
we go to the gym.
I don't think I'll get the pics that you've got though. These aren't really. Yeah, they're amazing, man. They must do a lot of biceps on that. Is it biceps?
I work out 6 minutes a day.
Yeah.
It's called the shaman workout. So I work out 6 minutes a day. I'm too busy saving the world right now, so I don't go to the silly gym. But my point is we should be like gym buddies, brother. And I come to your gym, which is this that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And you hold me accountable for going 4 hours, and we'll have fun. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna focus on getting the United States government's attention about a solution, and we're gonna talk to the FBI, and we're gonna talk to the IRS. And we're going to speak about, and we're also going to talk to the SEC about a solution so that can be implemented for the United States government elections, because this is very critical timing right now as a solution. Did you know Mark Zuckerberg I actually, 1 second, I want to do a screen share for 1 second on one picture that I took last night that really.
That's why you're getting that ready. I'm actually doing submissions to the governments and to do with cults. I'm working with a lady, and we're going to be doing submissions to governments. She's already done a few of them.
That's freaking awesome, bro.
Yeah, one of her protest friends got murdered by one of the cult leaders the other day.
Hey, check this out. Read this real quick, brother. Go for it.
Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm not good at reading. Forbes Meta co-founder Mark Zuckerberg net worth reached $200 billion Thursday, making the first time the Forbes billionaire. Oh, I don't know what that means. Marking the first time. Thanks. You better read that.
What is it? Let me go ahead.
Oh, got all your phone numbers there. Oops, we'll try to black that out for you later on, mate. That's Pornhub. Oh, OnlyFans. What do you got on your phone there, mate?
I know, all the good stuff. Okay. So the reason why I bring that picture up is, I mean, look, I think that Facebook is a Ponzi scheme. He's taking $200 billion.
Oh, mate, it's just terrible. They don't even police their own platforms.
And all he does is build an underground bunker. Compare that to Elon Musk, who goes ahead and he has a platform and he helps support. He actually gets on like yesterday, he was actually on X. sharing, oh, hey, FEMA is a complete mess up. They're holding back people from getting their stuff. Mark Zuckerberg don't say shit.
Yeah.
I won't say any more about that, Kate. But he doesn't stand up for the people and say that. You know, he said Mark Zuckerberg builds nothing. Elon Musk builds rockets. Not that we necessarily need to go to space right now.
Well, how much money does one man need, eh?
Well, that's the point, is how come these billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, if I was these guys, I would call the other guy, and they pick up the call and be like, hey guys, why not us five go ahead and just change the world and find a way to go ahead and make enough food for everyone. How this doesn't happen every single day. And you know what, Danny? I want to be an adventure with you and go on the show with you in 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours straight with you and get their attention. And I want the governments talking about us and all the news networks out there that we are going to hold them accountable to go ahead and solve the issue about people dying from hunger, dying from hunger in their parents' arms because Mark Zuckerberg can't do anything with his $200 billion and has go and build an underground bunker because his ass is freaking scared of us. His ass, when it comes knowledge that his ass is the one that's taking all the money and not helping mankind, he knows this. That's why he's building a bunker and trying. I want to take him on a Brazilian jiu-jitsu mat and kick his freaking ass for us, bro.
Yeah. It'd be hard though when you had that much success and then all of a sudden everyone's after you, but I do get it with him.
He has a little smile. I thought to myself as I looked at that smile in that picture right there, I said, you know what? That guy, he has nothing he doesn't deserve to smile right now. That is not a deserving smile right there. He has not done anything for humanity in the whole entire, this give me a break right here. So what did we do at Kandow? We created decentralized. When Brock Pierce called me up and told me, congratulations, you guys did it. Okay, when he called me and he said to me, you know what, Facebook got shut down making a cryptocurrency, but guess what? We went ahead and found a way to merge all blockchains of the world into one cryptocurrency at Kandow. And then we overlaid it with 50 levels deep of monetization, and the platform costs nothing to help people bring the most sound currency in the entire world. And I will go ahead and I would love to, because I don't think Bitcoin is the best currency in the world for many, 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 many reasons. But the United States government seems to think that is the best. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to point out to the United States government that if another pure cryptocurrency came to the world and that hurt the price of Bitcoin, guess what? It would hurt the United States and El Salvador. What's interesting, did you know that Ukraine has more Bitcoin than almost every country on the planet?
Chavez. Thank you, Grace.
Video stop. Stop. Sorry, just upload a video.
Wait, let me say one thing. Isn't this interesting that we give so much money to Ukraine, but Ukraine has more Bitcoin than, I think, we have more Bitcoin, I think, in the United States, I'm not sure, but they have more Bitcoin than any other country in the world. Ukraine does right now, besides almost 99% of the countries in the world. And we're still giving, how about Ukraine sells off their Bitcoin to go ahead and help out with their own situations? It's the United States government saving them more money when they have more Bitcoin.
I think your point is they're as bad as each other, really, aren't they?
What's that?
They're as bad as each other.
Well, you know what? All wars are banker wars, and we would make sound money in the world, and everyone's happy. I mean, how these bobbleheads go to war and kill people. When, in my opinion, true leaders should have peaceful answers and solutions, and not let situations rise and hold peace.
What about that pipe bomb? Did you see that pipe bomb that Russia dropped on them? I mean,
gosh, you know what? I didn't see that at all. No, what happened? I try to keep away from this stuff because it's all just
negative.
They're just trying to distract people. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was horrible. But yeah, they had a pipe bomb. Russia dropped a pipe bomb on Ukraine or something, and it's like, oh my god, and like people die.
Hey, Danny, you know what? I got something really funny for our viewers. Our viewers here is regarding Donald Trump and this implant medicine. I got to play this for everyone just for fun because this is awesome.
Just while you're doing that, we have got a comment, and they said, "Take a number. I'm kicking Zilberg's ass first."
Okay. Hey, tell him to tell. How about I want to take his phone number down, and I want to talk to your drop me a text at 206-396-9778.
He's got your number already, mate.
Yeah, thank you. I'd love to talk to him. So let's see if he's as manly as me on this call. Is women, strong women, and let's unite forces. Here's the funny. Are you ready for this, brother? Ready for this?
Yep, go.
This is gonna make all you guys laugh so much. Watch this. What is this?
Where am I? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh. think I've seen
Listen. Wait.
it. Is the sound coming through?
One second.
Right.
Let's start.
There
We
it
got to
goes.
start.
Donald Trump. The sound ain't coming through probably, mate. Technology's not quite there. Ooh. Yeah, no, I might have lost the sound on that one. I could probably find that one. Donald Trump reboots after. I'll see if I can find it, and then we'll play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see one.
See if we can find it. I found your gamer
We
friend.
got. We gotta. Let me go ahead and stop screenshot. I'm gonna go ahead and send this for you. We have to play this for the listeners because this is really show.
So what is Donald Trump? What Donald Trump?
I'm sent to you on WhatsApp. One second, buddy. I'm sending it
All
right
right,
now.
sounds cool.
Just play this for the because let's lighten this situation up a
he
little
does
bit for
need
fun because
Okay,
do it.
I'll see if I can bring it up. I'm gonna do that. There it is. I got away.
It's so funny. This is artificial intelligence. It's
All right,
beautiful.
so people won't be able to see you for a second, but they will be able to hear.
Yeah, go ahead. But let's not cut. Let's not interrupt it. Let's let it roll.
All right, the right one. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Oops. All right,
And Kamala Harris is a complete witch. Go ahead.
All right. Sorry. No sound on this now. This thing's not liking me today. Hold on.
Peru and do ayahuasca with his shaman. I thought it helped with the election. Give me that edge. But what happened next? I wasn't ready.
Oh, that music's going to kill my YouTube channel. Oh, yes. Hold up. We're going to turn the music down. Oh, Donald Trump's gone. Oh, he's coming out of a pile of mud in a brand new suit. Okay.
So it all greed, lies. My father's.
So what's? Oh, yep.
My mother's coldness.
Okay. In my head.
Everything I buried came rushing out. It was.
Oh, look at that. Pain, anguish, sorrow. Oh, he's getting old.
So I left politics.
He looks like you'd wear that, mate. You'd wear that. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he's turned into Jesus with a virgin.
I did every therapy, somatic.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's so funny.
I tried it. I purged everything.
Oh, my God. There's hope yet. Oh, my God.
I started sharing what I'd learned.
He started sharing what he learned. Yeah, kumbaya, my love. Oh,
love.
Look at him play the drums. Don't you love AI? It's just it's just so cool. I did something with AI the other day. It was quite cool. I can't remember what it was, but it was fun. All right, mate. Now that's a crack up. That is a crack up. All right, I might love you and leave you. I'm gonna stop doing my broadcast. I think I'll just bring you back on screen for. So are you going to be careful out there, mate? Because we're worried about you. You know.
No, I appreciate.
You're hanging around that Jan Gregory guy. So this is your chance. The IRS said to me that if you want to be an informant, now you know Bitcoin Rodney, right? So he's incarcerated at the moment, and there was a lady called Bitcoin Beauty, and she was asked to entrap Sam Lee, and if she did that, she would be let off. She admitted guilt for making only $3 million from Hyperverse, but we think she brought in $640 million.
I already know where you're going.
Yeah. So this is your opportunity to say, let's bring in Jan Gregory.
You know
it will just be between you and me.
I see this actually as a bigger opportunity. You know what I see this as?
A new laptop?
Plot twist with a new laptop. Yes. Do you need some? They got new headphones coming also out for
I've
Apple.
got these, mate.
No, but they got the new ones coming out.
Yeah.
I hear they have the gold. I heard they have the gold ones for
$1,500. 1,500.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'll buy
All
them
right.
for you.
I'm on. I'm listening.
Okay. The Roosters say they support that idea. Okay, so check this out. A plot twist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this information to share with him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead. My whole goal is to, because I want to steer him. He's a friend of mine in the right direction. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage, because they really do like Jan Gregory. I like to call him Jan. Sounds a little fancier. They really care about. We all care about Jan Gregory, except you.
Yeah, I care about him. I don't really, but anyway.
Yeah, it's good to care about your brother. We're all related. We're all one. So, anyways, the point is this: is that I think it's important for BitHarvest to disclose the technology at this point, to go open source, and share with the world how you make Bitcoin. Because you know what? If we all have Bitcoin, and the price of Bitcoin goes to $1 million a coin because they found a way.
That word "if" always makes me laugh, though, mate.
What's that? If
at 10x's, if at 20x's, everyone always uses this "if" when they're talking about an opportunity. It's sort of always.
Right. So
if you get me a new laptop.
I got you. I promise you. Okay, I promise you. So my point is that
I'm working out with you, brother.
I got you. Yep. Hey, listen, you got to come to Bali because
I don't think I'll come home alive. Just saying. 6% battery, mate. Yep.
Okay, mine's plugged in. Okay. So, anyways, my point is, brother, is I think a few things need to happen with what you just said right here. First of all, I do believe, because I don't want to see my friend get in trouble, I think it's important for the company to disclose, hey, he loves his daddy.
Yep.
They should probably go over my initial thoughts on this. I'm not telling the company what to do, but they love Jan. I know they do, and they love me, and they love their very nice company. Is that they should disclose what this technology, how this technology works, because I've asked how this technology works, and I've been in a meeting. I'll send you this latest meeting.
It's not the technology, though. It's a problem. It's
what?
It's not the technology that's the problem. It's the selling it to people and the claims they're making.
Well, I don't make claims with this. You're not going to see me say anything besides what I do believe.
Have you not seen Jan's spreadsheet? He showed people in 5 years they're going to be quadrillionaires.
Well, you know what? They'll be really true quadrillionaires if everyone in the world's mining Bitcoin more efficiently, and Bitcoin.
Who's going to buy it? So, mathematically impossible. There's not enough people to buy it to make the money.
Well, I don't.
Do you want to use my calculator? I'll swap you the calculator for the. I'll give you my calculator. I'm going to give you my calculator when you hand over the new laptop.
Okay, that sounds good. I rely on my Indian programmers. They're the human calculators.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're brilliant. So, anyways, my point is that I think they should disclose how this technology works. I mean, commissionable? Who cares? People, what's the difference between? What is it? You know what? I actually have a gift for you right here. Look at this. Yeah. There you go.
Is it empty? I bet it's empty because Jan was handing around empty boxes because they weren't manufacturing them.
Is it empty? Well,
you've got one. Oh, mate. And does it let you store photos on it as well? Does it have a purpose?
This is a demo. I don't know.
Is it not empty? It's nothing. A demo one.
No. You'd really like to feel this thing. That's for sure. It's pretty badass. It's a beautiful device, and it feels really good. Like when people hold this, they're like, "Just give me one, $100. Just give me one." But what I like about it is because people, when they own Bitcoin, the reason why they don't buy it is because they're like, I want something I can put in my hand. U.S. fiat funny money that's completely worthless than toilet paper. So they're like, okay, we like this, So I don't understand why it means if you're selling a computer, they're going to say you can't sell a computer because that's a security.
Do you think they're being unreasonable?
No, I'm not saying you're unreasonable. I'm just putting a hypothetical out there. If people sell computers, does that make that a Ponzi scheme or an investment opportunity? Because people could use those computers to potentially plug something like this into it, or they can mine. I mine cryptocurrency on my phone. I have a ring on my finger that mines cryptocurrency.
Do you think if they drag you in the courtroom though, and you had to defend it, that this theory would stand up, or would you think they would use evidence to sort of say the reason we don't want you guys to promote this is because you're providing securities and you're not registered?
If you don't make claims, like I don't think it should be making claims. I don't support that about making claims. So you're not making claims that someone would do whatever besides mine Bitcoin, which it does, and we can't predict the price.
But we don't actually believe it does because we've got no proof, and we wouldn't mind. We'd love one of those sticks, and we'd love to crunch the data.
Yeah, I would love proof. I mean, I went there with my own eyes to touch it, to see them actually unplug the devices and see them plugged in. I mean, that would be a lot of work to do. I mean, Danny, I think
there's a lot of money here, though. Remember, we've watched 350 million in one scam just in the last 12 months.
But they did. How much money do you think they started with?
Well, I don't know, but they have these Chinese, because this is human
yesterday.
trafficking. This is human compounds. This is money laundering. This is Chinese mafia stuff. I mean, these guys that own this technology are from China, right?
That's quite an assumption right there.
Well,
they probably drink.
They talk a bit funny. It's in their accent. Yeah.
I love when people just say something and they expect, like, because I help people edit words that they say.
Yeah.
Like, I tell people, don't ever use the word NEED or WANT. I desire. And I help edit people's words, and all of a sudden they start having success because there's actually words spelling that was actually holding them back in life. So I'm a word editor is one of my new titles.
So am I. I'm called Danny GPT. You should try me out sometime. I'm brilliant at it. I'm the best dyslexic editor in the world, man.
I'm gonna get this Chat GPT wording thing that you have and make a voice of you and say the craziest shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably get you laid with that technology.
Yeah, if you sound too intelligent, people will know it's not me.
I'm gonna make it say some romantic stuff and it's gonna get you laid.
Yeah, it's all right. I got laid last year. It was great.
Nice. Hey, at least you do it once a year. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was my birthday.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Look at this dog.
Anyways, you have 2 dogs. You have 1 dog.
I got 1. He's a snoodle.
That dog, it looked like it just got laid. It's just chilling afterward.
Yeah, he's just hanging out with Dad. Look at that. He's like tired.
Hey, so Danny, let's work together here in the future and continue this dialogue going. I would love for you to be the mouthpiece, so we actually work productively to bring this technology to the United States before the elections. That I have 2 firms. One is Brock Pierce's PR firm, just a heads up.
Yeah.
Sean Sanders is his name, out of Washington D.C., and I also have Glazers Media out of Beverly Hills in at Los Angeles. They're one of the top 3 PR firms there. Very good friends. Shout out to Bit and my other friend over there. So anyways, we are going to bring this social media. We want this social media decentralization topic to be a hot point, not just cryptocurrency elections, but how, the focus needs to be on the Bali government's really good at this. That's why I'm in Bali also, work with the royal family and actually bring technology to help them over here. I'm straight to the royal family over here. I'm not saying the boast, but I had no idea you guys are more open than the people in Dubai. Okay,
do they have a good relationship with America?
I'm sure. I'm sure Bali can have a better relationship with anyone.
Because I would be worried about that. Because if America and Bali get together and they know that it's Indonesia, isn't it? That we're going to be worried about. Indonesia and China.
I choose not to be worried because what's so cool about our technology is when people look. We're talking about Kandow. Is when people look in the mirror and they say, there's nothing bad about our technology. We have called out the elephant in the room that the decentralized tech giants, okay. The thing, and I'm going to prevent an economic collapse. This is what we need to focus on, is preventing a stock market collapse, because here's all it's going to take. All these companies cannot go decentralized. So as, for example, we have a decentralized Uber, for example. What do you think would happen if Uber crashed overnight?
Dinosaur.
What do you? But hey, listen. But this is a serious topic, Danny. When you okay, that's cool. All right, okay, Danny. Okay, that's.
Sorry.
Just stop it for a second, please. I love it.
I'll just put the dinosaurs back in the pen.
We're getting too far off topic with dinosaurs.
Tricky.
Danny, but let's wrap this up on this note. Okay.
I'm not doing it. It's automatic. It's AI generated. It's listening to what you're saying. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Danny, it's very important. All these companies. No, it's not. I saw your hands. I wake up every morning with those noises in the background, and I love that. They're so spiritual over here in Bali. And I love that because there's intention for greatness in blessings. That's what they do. It's not like they sit here and do like, even though there's some crazy dark stuff here.
I saw you dancing with the kids the other day. That was pretty cool.
So I gave some money afterwards.
I think that was why they was dancing, just saying. But they're good at it, aren't they? The little
Yeah, I should probably been wearing underwear in those videos because
you weren't wearing underwear.
Yeah,
I wasn't looking down there, mate. Just saying. I didn't want to go down there and see the big boy.
Yeah, my third leg was small. I didn't, I don't know, it's comfortable. I wasn't expecting
too much information, mate. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. It's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Danny, I just, you know, the thing about it is that there is going to be a stock market collapse that I've identified, and we need to really focus on this. These companies are going to decentralize because these companies like Facebook, they cannot move into Web3. They went from calling it, if they're in Web2, let's, I know I said this in the last video, but it's very important for people to understand this because I'm trying to prevent the economic collapse that is inevitable. The reason why it's inevitable is if Facebook went ahead and went down, it would collapse the whole entire stock market. And then that would feed into Google, that would feed into to all these. The reason why is because these platforms, they cannot move into Web3. This is crazy because what did Facebook do? They changed their name to Meta to represent the metaverse because they said, oh shoot, we can't go into Web3 because that means the money has to go back to the people, and you can't move into the metaverse properly in the future unless you go through Web3 or billing. So when that they can't prove this because that would mean that Facebook would have to back like 90 substantial amount of money back to the people. They never would. So how would Facebook tell their stock shareholders, hey, listen, we can get back to the money of the people? Stock would collapse that day. And then what happened in the stock markets is everyone would look at other companies like, hey, Uber, oh, you can't move into Web3 to give your money back to the people? Bye-bye, Uber. There's $108 billion. Zoom. Then you go ahead. So this is, Danny, we have to bring the United States government attention that there's going to be.
I think we've got their attention. I think you and Jan Gregory might have got their attention, just saying.
Good. So
is that the plan?
That is the plan. That is the plan. United States government, I want to work alongside you, bring proper taxation to cryptocurrency.
Cool.
We have a solution through my SEC attorney, Boyd Jentz. Okay, he's on vacation till tomorrow, and I'm looking to acquire more SEC attorneys and bring to the IRS a proper taxation system of cryptocurrency. How you do that is through a monetized social network that brings all blockchains of the world into creating one cryptocurrency, which there's the social media cryptocurrency because it's done as a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, which makes this the strongest currency on the planet. United States government, I ask you if there is a stronger, you prove that there's a stronger currency for the people, by the people, than CD Token by Kandow. Prove it to me, but let's look at both scenarios. Let's look at this as a collective because we're in pivotal times. The United States government, let's go ahead and talk about the concern about Bitcoin actually even going down and collapsing because of the strength of CDO token because it's all blockchains. I want to prevent the United States from getting involved in Bitcoin if Bitcoin is not going to have a long-term positive. Look what happened in El Salvador. El Salvador bought Bitcoin. What did it do? Bitcoin went down, and El Salvador suffered because of that right there. Okay.
Whew. Right, a lot of information.
So help me. Thank you so much for helping me get U.S. government's attention. I'll work as an asset.
You've got it, I think. Just saying, but it's okay.
Thank you. I want you to say, I promise you have it. I want you to tell me that you promise me that I have it because I want to work with them. I promise
you have the United States attention, government attention.
And you know what I'm going to do is I want to help the United States government go have this company go open source and prove this technology is real.
Yeah.
In that if it can help the United States mine because Donald Trump says he wants to mine Bitcoin in the United States. How about we go ahead and we use this because instead of fracking and all this.
Maybe you should reach out to Donald.
I actually have those connections, and Donald Trump. I asked for you, so we'll use this because I do not want Kamala Harris. All they're doing is George Soros is paying all money into Kamala Harris. These Democrats are absolutely. They are all the government. It is amazing how trauma of the world has turned people against each other. A two-party system. We need to work as a decentralized.
Bob just goes, I hate Harris. Just come up on the screen.
Yes, exactly. She's a freaking witch.
Oh, I thought you turned it off. Can you turn it off, please?
I'd love to
Fire's
your
on.
girl. You know, I want to fly you and your girl out to Indonesia. Give you your laptop.
No, I'm not worried about the holiday. I'm worried about the laptop. Oh, right, the laptop at Indonesia. Yeah, it's cool. I'd have to see the laptop first, though.
Yeah. So I want to work with the United States government with this. Okay,
Yep.
it's
All
not
right.
about.
I'll let them know.
If a person does great, if a person does great things to really help with the situation, I'll be an informant to that to help prove that the technology is real or not. I'll help with that. I'll help with that. I'll actually go into the office on a Facebook Live and say, "Hey, I'm helping the United States government prove that this technology is real, so the USA can mine Bitcoin more efficiently because they want to put a lot into Bitcoin, and we want to help them do that more efficiently."
You get to put a submission in.
I want to tell them I want to strike a deal with the United States government that the USA will. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, I've already taken that approach with BlackRock because BlackRock mines Bitcoin. You know, so let's work together here and not like, hey, people are in trouble. Here we are. I'm at the forefront doing this work in this due diligence.
Well, I'll go back to the state of California, and I'll say that they just don't understand what's actually really going on.
Okay, well, you know what? I want the contact information for the people. I want to have my attorney contact them tomorrow.
Yep.
Actually.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Contact the person who wrote that directly and have some very good hypotheticals.
It was a office. It was the office. It was the office of, the F whatever thing it's called.
But there's got to be someone at the bottom of the thing that signed the documentation, and I want that contact.
So the DFPI is the organization behind it.
Okay.
So if you look up, if we asked who the DFPI is, let's go to ChatGPT.
Well, I'm talking about the person that wrote this letter. Or
no,
whatever.
it's not a letter. It's not a letter. It's a team of people who've got together and decided they need to put a warning out to save the country from Jan Gregory.
Suppose that Jan Gregory was right, though, and the chip actually makes Bitcoin more efficient. Suppose if.
Well, maybe, but then Jan should actually go back and talk to them and see if they want his help. So
he's a freedom fighter.
I don't know if he's a freedom fighter because he's got a few nice cars. It does look like he's trying to build wealth.
Jan does not have a few nice cars. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any car.
We didn't in some of his videos ages ago because he was showing them off.
Oh, well, along
The DFPI, or California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation, is a government agency that oversees and regulates financial institutions, products, and services in the state of California. Its mission is to protect consumers, foster responsible financial innovation, and promote the stability and integrity of financial markets. The DFPI regulates a wide range of entities, including banks, credit unions, mortgage lenders, payday lenders, debt collectors, cryptocurrency firms, and other financial services.
Well, they're the guys you want to talk to. I mean,
definitely. You know what?
I don't think it was somebody coming into work on Monday and decide they might write a letter about BitHarvest and publish it to the world.
You know what's interesting? Those guys, they're talking about all those things that are all interlinked. But meanwhile, they're working with a money system that is complete garbage, that's worthless. And I want to see if one of these guys would be, cool enough to go on a video and we talk about the state of the money system.
I think you'd need proof, really, wouldn't you?
What's that?
You'd need more than talk. You'd need proof.
Well, all I have to say is the dollar deviated off gold a long time ago, and the Federal Reserve did that right there. So these guys, working with these guys, should actually probably go against the Federal Reserve, in my opinion, because then if we had sound money, this money wouldn't have to be printed with computers, whatever it was. It just makes sense it would anyways, because this is 2024. Hello. But the point is look what's happened, and now we have to go give government handouts to everyone out there and give out more taxes and increase taxes. There's the real crime. So yes, we should all definitely put our heads together and talk about a solution to this election coming up. I want to be part of that conversation.
These guys, actually, listen to this next paragraph because these guys.
And I'm bringing Brock Pierce, my good friend Pierce,
that's cool.
into this conversation.
Listen to this.
The DFPI also enforces state laws that protect consumers from unfair, deceptive, or abusive practices, and it can take action against companies or individuals engaging in fraudulent financial schemes, such as Ponzi schemes or other scams. They issue warnings, investigate complaints, and can bring legal actions against violators of financial regulations.
So they do investigate what they put out there.
That's freaking awesome. So they can investigate the Federal Reserve for printing a whole bunch of money.
Oh, but
when there's no
this isn't
finite
the
supply.
investigation they're doing at the moment. They've done an investigation on BitHarvest.
I know. But my point is, they've let this slide for so long. They should really investigate. Like they've let this go for decades and decades and decades. This needs to be more of a priority because more people are involved. Everyone in the USA is involved in that Ponzi scheme, and not that many people are investing in this. So we need to put our priority list onto what's important in a solution for that right there.
Well, maybe that could be another submission at another time, but at the moment, this one's just picking on BitCard.
Plot twist, and we need to put our focus, especially in the USA election. We don't got time. That's more important than a freaking little thing where there's 30,000 people instead of billions of people in this. You know, whatever people in the United States. Whatever.
Do you think that if Jan Gregory went back to Canada or America, he would get arrested?
At this point with that letter, that's definitely possible for sure.
Don't you get arrested, mate?
You know, I'm choosing to stay over here to do my work to help the United States government until things are actually done to help the help. And the thing about it is you know who should be arrested for sure is the guy at the head of the Federal Reserve. That person should not be allowed in the United States right now. It should be in jail right now. So let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. And I know everyone on this call can agree.
So if you had to eliminate one person in the world, would it be that guy or the head guy of Binance?
Definitely eliminate. I don't believe in harming anyone. I believe that they should be held accountable, and I think that people learn through situations. But the Federal Reserve knows. I don't know all the ins and outs of CZ. I don't. But the point is that there's dang well that this guy that runs the Federal Reserve, how can all of his quote friends be around him and say, "Hey, bro, you destroyed the money by keep printing this," you know, or Janet Yellen? How could these people even have friends? Seriously, besides them sucking off and being leeches and taking money from people.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, mate, I've got 1% of my phone, and for some reason it's not charging while it's plugged in. It's been naughty.
I'm gonna buy you a better no phone too. Put that on the list, okay?
No, laptop first, mate.
All of it together, bro.
So, a MacBook 14-inch M3 with 2 terabyte hard drives.
It'll be a gift from the United States government and for you being such a good work. I'm gonna give it to you as well from them too, together, because of what you're doing to help bring sound money system to the world.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. That's right, mate. Well, you take care. Appreciate having you on the phone call. Nice having a banter with you. Brother. It's all right. Look after you, mate.
Can I shake my ass one time just for fun?
It's a nice ass, isn't it? I can see what you like it. Yeah, it's a juicy one.
Okay. Juicy bubble.
Too much. I might have to go have a cold shower now.
See you, brother.
All right, mate.
Love from the West Side, USA.
Yes. Be safe.
Take care.
See you, mate. Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed the commentary of that video. It was actually a part of I think it was a 5-hour, 40-minute live I did, and it will pop up at the end of this video, and you can go watch the whole lot if you like. Appreciate you watching. Please do subscribe, like the channel, and if you want to donate anything to me, you can do so on buymeacupofcoffee.com/DHeck. I think that's my username. You can find it on the homepage of my YouTube channel, all those links anyway, or just hit the thanks button under this video. Much appreciated. Also, we are really hunting for the address of Jan Gregory. The Alberta Security Commission actually reached out to us asking us if we knew, and that was about a week before that warning or that cease and desist letter came out from the state of California. Crypto scams are prominent everywhere. Don't become a victim. Don't get bitten twice. You know, be entrepreneurial, but giving your crypto to somebody else to invest in is not going to cut the mustard. It's not going to make you rich. It's not going to give you generational wealth. In fact, it's going to cause you a lot of grief. Go buy some Bitcoin. Just go buy some crypto. You don't need a middleman to entice you with a get-rich-quick scheme. Remember, it doesn't matter what product they claim they have, it never will eventuate. In fact, the money in the real scam is the multi-level marketing. They all talk about the structure. And if you think about it. Would this opportunity exist or thrive if there wasn't a strong demand to recruit people into investing in these opportunities. They're all Ponzi schemes. That's why I'm called the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.